Sioux Falls, it's not going to last forever. We're going to bring back in clouds and fog for tonight. During the overnight, our temperatures will remain on the mild side, but we'll have fog and maybe even squeeze out a little bit of drizzle. Low 34 Sioux Falls, 32 Aberdeen, 35 in Pierre, 33 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow, looks like a cloudy day, a bit breezy in Sioux Falls with an east wind. Temperatures will be mild, mostly in the mid-40s. Could get a couple sprinkles or light showers in eastern KELOLAND. A little bit better chance of rain out toward Rapid City. We'll have the rest of your weekend forecast coming up. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. KELOLAND News, first at 4.
A high-speed relay race across Minnesota. How state troopers delivered a critical blood donation to a patient in need.
Plus, the National Pheasant Fest and Quail Classic is coming to Sioux Falls. How you could get a free ticket to the event.
And teaching high schoolers the importance of CPR and heart health. Why one student took on the event as a senior project. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. The Aberdeen Police Department is asking for your help finding the people who were shooting guns in a neighborhood last night. An officer doing a traffic stop in the central part of town heard the shots and headed to 13th Avenue Southeast. Witnesses in the area say the shots came from a dark-colored sedan. No one was hurt and nothing was damaged. If you have security video or information on the shooting, call Aberdeen Police. The department is offering a reward for information directly leading to the identification and arrest of the people involved.
A Rapid City man is headed to prison for strangling his 88-year-old grandmother and duct taping her hands and feet so he could steal her car and credit card. 21-year-old Alexander Herdina was high on meth when he committed the crime. As part of the plea deal, Herdina admitted to burglary and assault charges. Kidnapping and other charges were dropped. A judge sentenced him to more than a decade for each of the crimes.
Lawmakers grilled the director of the South Dakota Housing Authority about the status of a backlog of orders with the program that provides affordable houses in the state. The governor's house program currently has a backlog of 160 homes, which is down from 200 in September. The director of the Housing Authority says the backlog is being addressed with the state using a private contractor to meet orders. The backlog started with the pandemic and grew until efficiencies were gained this year. You'll find a link to the governor's house program and details from today's meeting with lawmakers in a KELOLAND.com original by Eric Mayer.
Well, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I had to wear a coat today.
It was a little chilly. I went for a walk and I was cold, Jay.
Yeah, Don, looks like you maybe could use a little sunscreen there, too.
Yeah,
it's plenty warm out there. We're getting a bit of a sunshine after we finally burned off the fog in Sioux Falls, and that's the case right now. But this isn't going to last because we will see fog and clouds build back in overnight. Right now, quite mild out there, 46 at Falls Park in Sioux Falls. So that's, 16 degrees above normal. 17 degrees above normal, 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head. Our normal high is 29. East breeze at 18 miles an hour. Continue to blow tonight. In Aberdeen, looks like we're starting maybe a little fog forming again. We'll see that cloud base lowering tonight. Right now, 40 degrees. In Pierre, we got fog there. The capital's right in the middle of your screen. We cannot see it. 34 right now in Pierre with a southeast wind at 14 miles an hour. Area Gray, we already have a dense fog advisory overnight and tomorrow morning. But we'll see other parts of eastern KELOLAND. We might see some fog coming our way too, and that means you, Aberdeen, Huron, and Sioux Falls. Otherwise, our temperatures right now quite mild with an easterly or slightly southeasterly breeze. That 46 in Sioux Falls, only 35 in Watertown, 40 in Huron, and we have the mid-30s out to the western part of South Dakota with the cloud cover intact. Overnight tonight, fog or drizzle possible. Low 34 Sioux Falls, 32 in Aberdeen, 35 in Pierre, 33 in Rapid City. Those temperatures are actually warmer than our normal highs for the early part of February. Then for your day on Saturday, cloudy skies, could be some sprinkles or light showers. An east breeze 15 to 25 miles an hour, 45 Sioux Falls, 47 Aberdeen, 44 in Pierre, 45 in Rapid City. In other words, another warmer than normal day. Temps will actually be about the same as this on Sunday. Then next week we get another shot of even warmer air for the first half of the week. Details on that in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Jay. Dashing across the state of Minnesota to make a critical delivery more than 100 miles away. State troopers ran a life-saving high-speed relay race with the precious cargo of a blood donation. Uba Ali, with our CBS affiliate in Minnesota, shares how they got the blood from the American Red Cross in St. Paul to a patient in Morris.
When you hear sirens and see flashing lights like this, you might think you're about to get pulled over.
We were dispatched for a call for service to do a blood run.
But this wasn't traffic trouble. It was a mission to get life-saving blood, specifically platelets, from Red Cross in St. Paul to a patient at a hospital in Morris, quickly.
Oftentimes we can send it via cab or with our own Red Cross driver, but if it's an emergent situation, we need to utilize those state troopers.
State Trooper Deanna Wayne and 6 others jumped into action, forming a 170-mile relay from the metro to west central Minnesota.
It is a well-oiled machine.
Matthew Fanning with Red Cross says this collaboration with Minnesota State Patrol is crucial, especially when smaller hospitals don't have platelets on hand in a dire situation.
It's not a product that has a long life on it, and we need to get it to the patients in a fast manner.
In Trooper Wayne's dash cam, you can see her take off and then hand off the life-saving supplies.
Thank you.
Between her and a half dozen other troopers, the trip took just 2 hours.
That relay system works for them and works for us, works for the patient.
And the patient who received the platelets did not want to do an on-camera interview, but they wanted everyone to know that the good news, since getting that donation, they are doing better and they are now out of the hospital.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds introduced a bill in the legislature that critics say is an attempt to systematically erase transgender Iowans' existence. The bill would legally define the word mothers as only being female and the word father as only being male. It would also require transgender Iowans to have birth certificates and driver's or state licenses that lists their sex assigned at birth and their gender identity, and redefines the term equal to not mean same or identical. The bill has not had a committee hearing yet.
North Dakota oil well spilled over 900 barrels of water brine into the surrounding area. That happened on January 30th. The well near Keene, North Dakota, had a facility valve freeze, which caused the water to flow out of a truck offload. The brine was contained on site, and cleanup is now underway, with all but 1 barrel of the brine having been recovered. No oil spilled into the environment. State inspector has been to the location and will continue to monitor any additional cleanup that's required.